Chapter 15, Waste Disposal. Every day, a lot of waste is produced in the houses, schools, offices, and factories. Waste is also produced by animals in the form of excreta. These waste materials can be very harmful to our health if not managed properly. The following steps should be taken to keep the surroundings clean. The garbage should be thrown in a covered dustbin. It should not be allowed to pile up in the open places outside the house. It will attract flies which carry germs of diseases to food items. These germs can cause diseases like cholera, jaundice, dysentery, and typhoid. Garbage should be removed regularly, otherwise it will start giving foul smell. Water should not be allowed to stagnate. It will become a breeding place for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes spread diseases like malaria and dengue. Pets should not be allowed to dirty the area around houses. Never spit in the open. It may contain germs which are carried by flies and air to other people and cause diseases. The garbage should be removed regularly and disposed of properly. Let us learn some ways of disposal of the waste. A lot of waste materials are produced in kitchens, offices, factories, fields, etc. Vegetable and fruit peels, eggshells, metal foils, glass pieces, polythene bags, and leftover foodstuff are some of the waste materials produced in kitchens. Paper, metal pins, plastic pieces, etc. are some of the wastes produced in offices and schools. Factories produce wastes like rubber, plastic, metal, glass, paper, etc. In villages, waste materials like metal foils, polythene bags, plastic materials, and glass are used in lesser quantity. This is because in villages people do not buy foodstuff packed in foils and plastic boxes or bottles. Also, they use clay vessels or pattals for serving food to large gatherings. Some of the waste materials are converted into harmless substances in nature. Such materials are called biodegradable materials. Paper, vegetable, and fruit peels, eggshells, leftover foods are examples of biodegradable wastes. Materials which cannot be changed into harmless products in nature are called non-biodegradable materials.
Iron nails,
Metal foil, glass pieces, polythene, and other plastic materials are examples of non-biodegradable wastes. Different methods are used for the disposal of biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. Therefore, these wastes should be segregated before their disposal. Generally, a green-colored bin is used for collecting biodegradable waste, and a blue-colored bin is used for collecting the non-biodegradable waste. Disposal of biodegradable wastes. Biodegradable wastes like vegetable and fruit peels, tree leaves, foodstuff, paper, etc. are dumped in a pit and covered with soil. In a few days, this waste is converted into compost. Compost is rich in plant nutrients and is therefore used as a manure. Animal waste, like cow dung, is used to enrich the soil in fields. In villages, animal excreta and plant wastes, like leaves and vegetable and fruit peels, are used to produce biogas. Biogas is used as a domestic fuel in villages. It is eco-friendly as it does not produce any smoke and ash. Disposal of non-biodegradable wastes. It is difficult to dispose of the non-biodegradable wastes. Therefore, we should try to control the production of such wastes. This can be done by using the concept of 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let us learn more about the 3 R's. Reduce. We should try to reduce the use of non-biodegradable materials. This will reduce the quantity of the garbage produced. We can use the following measures to reduce the amount of waste materials. Carry a cloth or a jute bag for shopping. This will reduce the use of polythene bags. Avoid eating food packed in plastic boxes or bottles or metal foil. Eat fresh food and stay healthy. Avoid buying materials packed in polythene packets or thermocol boxes. Reuse. There are many things which we throw away after using them. Some of them can be reused. Some ways of reusing the materials at home are given below. Use cloth napkins for wrapping food instead of aluminium foil. These napkins can be washed and reused. Use the empty plastic bottles and jars for storing food. These can also be used as flower vases too. Use cloth napkins and handkerchiefs instead of paper tissues for wiping hands. Use blank papers of old notebooks and diaries for writing notes. Recycle. It is a way of collecting usable waste materials and using them for making new products. For example, old newspapers and magazines are often collected and processed into new paper products such as tissue paper, paper for notebooks, cardboards, newspapers, and magazines. Non-biodegradable wastes like glass, plastics, and many metals like aluminium, iron, and copper are recycled. Recycling reduces the amount of raw materials that must be obtained to make new products. For example, by recycling paper, fewer trees need to be cut to make new paper. In the same way, by recycling metals, lesser amount of mining of these metals will have to be done. Agencies involved in waste disposal. Keeping the surroundings clean and disease-free is the responsibility of every individual. Everyone should try to keep his own house and the neighborhood clean. But the disposal of waste on a large scale is not the job of any one person. There are many agencies involved in this task. The sweepers collect the garbage from homes and offices and dump it in the garbage dumps. Further disposal of this garbage is done by municipal corporation of the city. Municipal trucks take this garbage away from the city. There it is dumped in large open grounds called landfills. These agencies can work smoothly only if all of us cooperate with them to keep our city neat, clean, and a beautiful place to live in.